Here is what nobody tells you about royalty-free music. A few months ago, my agency got contacted out of nowhere by a client about a social media ad campaign for which we made the videos. The reason they got contacted by a Swiss music rights organization telling them that they had to pay royalty fees for the music used in one of the videos. The music which we used was from a royalty-free stock platform you probably know. My agency is around for 8 years now, produces social content for several Swiss brands. Okay, we're talking about Instagram Reels, TikTok videos, and so on. So mainly organic posts, and a few of those videos get paid promotion behind them. The soundtrack came from Artlist, a platform thousands of agencies, freelancers, and creators use under what's called a pro license. Everything looked clean. Then the client got contacted directly by Suiza, Switzerland's music rights organization. That's when I learned something most agencies and freelancers and creators never think about. Royalty-free only covers one half of the deal. When you license a track from Artlist or any stock platform, you're paying for the sync right, the right to put that song into your project in the first place. That's it. That's all royalty-free actually means. What it doesn't cover is the performance right. So when a songwriter joins a PRO, a performing rights organization like BMI, ASCAP, or GEMA in Germany, or Suiza in Switzerland, and so on, that organization collects royalties whenever the song is publicly performed or broadcast, including in a paid ad. Okay, that's separate from the stock platform, separate from your subscription, and it doesn't disappear just because you paid Artlist or whatever stock platform you use. Artlist's own license actually states this in just 2 unconnected clauses. Okay, one says commercials and advertisements are covered uses. Another says you have public performance right, but it doesn't cover payments owed to rights organizations. Nobody reads clause 9 after reading clause 1, but everybody should, of course. So I asked Artlist for the cue sheet, the document that shows who wrote the track and which rights organization they are registered with. Both songwriters were registered with BMI in the US. Because PROs operate through reciprocal agreements worldwide, Suiza was simply the local collector for Switzerland, monitoring the ad, taking their cut, and forwarding it to BMI, which then forwards it to the artists. And here's the part that actually annoyed me, okay? You can only see that cue sheet after you have already searched for a song, liked a song, and downloaded the track. There's no way to check a song's PRO status before you download it. And I pushed Artlist to mark a song as PRO in the search, but until that happens, there's currently no way around it, okay? So and I wanna show you how you can find that cue sheet and where and for what to look after. Here we go. Okay, so we are here now on Artlist. Let's say you want to download this song. Let's say just the first one. Then you go to download first. Then you go to downloads. And here's the song. And then you go to song license here. And then here is the cue sheet info. So if you click on that, it downloads an XLSX file. You will see here the PRO affiliation. There's nothing, right? You can use that one. Just another example where there is a pro affiliation. For this song here, Highway Stop, you will see here, right? There's a PRO affiliation, ASCAP and BMI. There's also the split and number and whatnot, okay? So you can see that here really good. This is what you have to look for if you want to be safe. Back to the video. Listen, don't get me wrong. The artists should get whatever they can. Okay. However, what annoys me most is the fact that the communication on Artlist is wrong. Everywhere it says royalty free. It says royalty free on their URL. It says royalty free if you're looking for music, but it actually isn't. You know, it just feels wrong and misleading, and nobody likes to be lied to or misled. So, and here's my actual rule now. And it's a simple one. If a project has organic posting only, we don't worry about it. Okay, the moment paid promotion enters the picture, we check the cue sheet first, specifically the PRO affiliation column before the project gets greenlit. Meanwhile, we are looking for alternatives. So if you have any good suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. See you in the next one. Peace.